Hi, I'm Tammy from KT Camping. Kent and I love sharing our camping adventures with you, but we'd also like to share our love of Christ with you. I don't have a theology major, but I do like to study His Word. I have taught Sunday school for many years, ages nursery through young adult, and I have taught Bible studies. I'm currently teaching some now. And those are all age groups as well. But I just like to share Christ with you. This season, we're in the middle of harvest, and while it's beautiful weather for camping, the fall colors are just gorgeous, and it's a wonderful temperature, just perfect out. But we know there are others hard at work, bringing in the harvest, all of the farmers. While I'm sitting here in my lawn chair at a state park, just enjoying life, they are busy, busy. During the time of harvest, they're bringing all the crops in that they had planted in the spring and just reaping that harvest. It's been very dry in Illinois this fall, so dry that a few weeks ago we had several fires. And they were all basically during the same day. The wind was very strong, and with the dry weather, the fires just spread like crazy. Even though people were very busy during this time, they all stopped what they were doing to help get the fires under control. There were friends, family, community members, volunteer firemen. They were all working to try to get the fires stopped. Other friends and concerned citizens or concerned individuals were bringing water and meals to drop-off points so that those working could have nourishment to continue the fight. Still other prayer warriors were on their knees, asking God to intervene. Others were gathered in circles doing the same thing. They were just saying for God to please intervene, calm the winds, bring the rain, give safety to the workers, and stop the fires. To me, this is an excellent example of Galatians 6:9. It's one of my favorite verses. It says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This is true for those firefighters that day, true for the farmers every season, but it's really written for us as Christians. He wants us to not grow weary in doing good, in doing His work, and therefore we will reap a harvest. As a young mom, this verse was repeated in my head quite often. I even had it written at my desk at work. I did not want to grow weary in raising God's children. I want to raise them for Him, to serve Him. And sometimes I would get down and just get tired, but this verse would remind me to not grow weary in doing good so that I could reap a harvest. This just brings up some questions for me. Even now that my children are all grown and some with families of their own, even now I need to continue to do good and not grow weary. So I have a few questions for you that I like to think of too. Have you planted seeds lately, seeds of hope with your friends and neighbors? Have you shared the good news with the sick or the sad? Have you loved those that might not seem too lovable, or maybe that haven't been loved in a long time? It might be someone you know, and it might be a stranger, but just show them Christ's love. This week, also, have you shared the love of Christ with others, just by giving a smile or just showing God's love? This week, I ask you to ask God to open your eyes to opportunities to share Him. Pray for wisdom that you do so in the way that He wants you to do. And when sharing, I just ask that you are portraying Christ's love. God will bless your efforts, and there will be a harvest to reap for Him. So I hope you have a great day, and we still want to say happy camping.